Greetings, my excellent friends. A bit late today again. I probably will be. Things might be spotty for the next 2-3 weeks. But then, hopefully, they'll clear up after that. But this is a good game for me to have that sort of issue because it is not very intensive and I can just play any amount of it at any time. Ryuzaki, you're having a strange time doing mentor roulette. Right, that's where they basically send you anywhere you're needed to prevent giant queues, right? Who queues for Ruby Extreme at 10 in the morning? I would say somebody who might not be in 10 in the morning where they are. Or somebody who's at home on a Sunday. Which is not uncommon. But I would have trouble. I know that data centers are location based, but I mean, I ran into plenty of Europeans on an American data center. So I would not necessarily draw any conclusions about where someone might be from or what time it would be for them. Just from what server it is. I might in something like Marvel Rivals, where there's tons of servers and you need low ping to have a decent time. But I don't think that's a huge issue in 14. At least it isn't now. It was in the early years, I remember. I tried to play it when it was a newer game, before even Heavensward was out, 2014 or so. And I would die to Titan because the landslide would knock me off. And as the healer, because I started as a white mage, I basically was not able to pass the trial because it was a 4-man and I was healing and I could not survive that attack. Mixture of ping problems and probably me being bad at dodging in time, to be fair, but I blamed the ping, at least, because to my mind I was leaving the radius. And I mean, as you've seen by the fact that I started playing the game and had no problem, either something connection-wise had changed or I had gotten much better, but, you know, if anything, I was younger and would have had better reflex time, so still don't know, looking back. But I was hard stuck on that trial. Just completely unable to do anything. Anyway, we're at the point where I think we want to finish the game 2 more times, and then we want to worry less about endings and worry more about looking at each individual chapter and trying to wring what we can out of it for achievements. And at that point, we'll be finished. Because there's 2 major things we need to do with this ending. I believe we're on loop 3 of 5, and right now, I don't have any specific goal, because right now this is the Stranger as the First One loop, which has already been done. So we've got our second one getting the final chapter here, Happily Ever After, but now we can get whatever we like. So, I don't know. Let's do Nightmare into Wraith, because we haven't seen the Wraith in ages.
You're here to slay her.
Okay.
Don't mention it. You will not... The
Hey, I think I'm here to slay you.
Great. You walk.
Hold on, let's talk.
Okay. Of course. I don't...
That's...
Did they...
I'm sure they have their reasons.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
What if they're at the end of whoever? I don't...
She has a...
So this is a... Do you really... We both...
Don't...
I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Bye.
I know you think... You'll be the death of all of us, but fine.
So all that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Well, now that you're calling her one, she is.
I can be innocent and harmless if I want to be.
Okay, but like skipping speed with the nightmare image is kind of funny. Bit of a jump scare. We don't need to warn him.
A warning. She won't.
He'll warn me, but nah.
The blade is your implement. Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame.
I believe you need to kill her to get to the Wraith. Let me double check how you get to the Wraith from here so I don't make a mistake. Okay. Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the... Good. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. You cross over the threshold. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below, her cruel and...
I didn't think you'd come back.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else. You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
Back of the narrator's mind, he'd be like, oh shit, is this a round 2? How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. It'll be enough.
Step off into the void between the stairs. That sounds like a mistake. Have I done that before? Did I do that out of curiosity? I might have.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. Falling into an infinite void seemed better than going downstairs and dying. I'm just scared.
How would falling into an infinite void be better than anything?
Well, it fucking wouldn't, not for me, but I think it's a funny line.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between 2 loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you. Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Back the way we came.
You turn back to the stairs, only to find that they aren't there.
Of course.
A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
I'll skip past this.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver.
How about I just kill you instead?
Lungs, liver. The princess cocks her head.
Thinking about that knife, are we? Go ahead, because even if you make me dead, this place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
If you want to work together, could you at least turn off the organ shutting down situation? No, she can't. That's not something she's controlling, is it?
I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Nerves,
Yeah.
heart, lungs, liver,
For the moment.
nerves,
Fine, you win. I'll let you leave.
lungs. What? No!
I knew you'd come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
And this is like the worst princess to let out, too. Holy crap.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
Nah, you go first.
Nerves, heart. I wouldn't trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Are those the only 4 things we need?
lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
What about kidney?
lungs, liver, nerves. Besides, heart, I get the feeling she's telling the truth.
nerves,
She needs us alive.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
How about you go first?
What? Are you scared of turning your back to me? You don't have to be worried that I'm going to do something bad. You're too important to me now. And besides, what if I lost track of you and dropped the stairs on accident? I wouldn't want that to happen. And I don't think you'd want that to happen either.
Nerves,
So go on.
lungs,
Go ahead.
nerves,
She urges you forward,
liver,
like one might a reluctant pet.
lungs, liver,
Okay, fine.
You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
liver, nerves,
You're almost there.
lungs, liver,
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement.
heart,
It would be a real shame if it had locked behind you.
heart, lungs,
Hmm.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerve.
Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember? Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right.
Lungs, liver, nerves,
I think the door's locked.
You haven't even tried it. It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
heart, lungs,
How about I give you a stab?
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move. as the blade sinks into her heart.
liver,
We did it.
nerves,
We actually did it.
lungs.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Nerves,
Can she?
heart,
We've already seen how she can change.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
In her final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you, and you both plunge into the endless abyss of her basement labyrinth. As the two of you fall, you rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands.
Liver, nerves, heart,
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
heart,
She tears herself away from you and tumbles away into the darkness. You are alone,
liver,
and you are falling
nerves, heart,
forever.
lungs,
But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through.
lungs,
Terminal velocity. Fall for the rest of your life. 10% of players have this.
liver, nerves,
Uh-huh.
heart.
Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally. Are we really gonna fall forever? Can't you narrate us some stairs out of here?
This isn't actually too bad. I think 'cause it's two-dimensional. And there's like visual feedback of movement.
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
Surely the construct has walls. Don't we eventually just splatter onto them?
It means you're falling. Forever.
According to your rules of a happy ending, I should be able to do that happily, right?
Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this. You continue to fall. Forever's gonna end eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end. You continue to fall, and you will only continue to fall. I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though, does it? What do you mean?
We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die?
Because right now, you don't want us to do that.
You're right. I don't.
But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
If you value life so much, why are you so hell-bent on killing someone?
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
Don't you? It's not like it matters if I die. I'll just come back again.
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once.
I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you?
Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine.
Uh-huh.
She's dead and we're falling forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time?
What happens to that other world if we don't go there?
I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Can you tell me your secrets now?
No.
How about now? Is it secret time?
Still no.
I'm going to weigh you down eventually. You might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now. Then we'll have something else to talk about.
You're not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it. I'm not.
Either way, at least needling him is something to do.
Secret?
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
Secret?
The narrator continues to ignore you.
Damn. But I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys, what more do I need?
Oh, you could do a lot better than us.
Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
I don't know. Falling forever doesn't seem too bad to me.
You say that now, but let's see how we all feel after a week, or a month, or a year.
Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens?
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along.
We don't have to starve to death falling through an infinite void. You have our way out. Use it.
Are you stuck here with us, or are you capable of going other places?
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't.
Oh, really?
Feelings mutual.
At least we're all being honest.
I get it. You don't want us to die because you'd be lonely. How sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
You can drop the blade. I assume that would lock us into starving.
Oh no, what are you doing?
You loosen your grip, and the blade tumbles through your open fingers.
Now you're really falling forever. There's no way out now.
You mean, other than starving?
Right, I mean, other than that.
You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer.
But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing, nor does it stop your biology from unraveling.
It's interesting. You'd think the narrator would want to stop this, but I guess he can't. Once we decide upon it, you know.
The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts.
The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words.
We really shouldn't have tossed the blade.
No, you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die. Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
And that's the right.
You're on a path.
Except we'll have different voices. Well, yeah, we have Paranoid and something else. So what happens though if we don't drop the blade? Will we? If we wait?
More time passes. You continue to fall. More time. More
No.
time.
Well, we don't starve unless we drop it.
I don't like this, but I suppose there's not much I can do to stop you, is there? You raise the blade to your neck and slit your carotid artery.
Here we go.
You'd better get this right next time, do you hear me? Don't blow it. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Can you drop the blade without thinking about biology?
You're on a path.
Oh no.
You loosen your grip.
You're not...
Oh, I'm either. Oh,
He's...
the narrator.
I think it's going to lead me down it.
You s- I'm Steve. Unlike... No.
More.
Yeah. Wait will never resolve into anything else. The only thing you can do is point out, hang on, aren't I going to starve? Technically, the narrator wins if we never click that button.
That's That's a grim thought, innit?
But you really shouldn't have gotten rid of the blade. It was our way out. What were you thinking?
I was thinking it would be interesting.
Now, if we're going to be stuck here until we starve, we really shouldn't be at each other's throats.
You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in. The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade. No, you really shouldn't have. But
I do like that he
muck it up
admits that
next
in this
time.
version.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. We've tried doing it our way and we've tried doing it his way. I think the only way left is hers.
Who did we have here last time? We had Cold. I think we had the Cheated. This time we have Paranoid and Opportunists. We have two entirely different voices for it. That's fun. So should probably pay more attention. I think we let her go, or like don't resist her, because last time we threw ourselves off of the side, which we'll see if that's even possible with the new voices.
Are you suggesting we let her out? And why shouldn't we? It's obvious she's the one with the real power here. We might as well ingratiate ourselves to our terrifying new overlord.
Okay, see, there we go. We'll just agree with him for once.
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her, and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. See, it's that last part I'm not so sure about. We've ended twice now. We even ended her once, but it didn't matter, because it still threw us right back into these woods.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright? Well then, if the world's rushing to an end, that's all the more reason for us to rush over to the cabin and make ourselves useful. It's all about making a good impression. If we're useful, there's a place for us.
You're the same narrator we met on the other loop. You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. What does that mean? I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate.
Well, that and the obvious material differences to the path in the woods.
So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. All the more reason to side with her, really. It takes a bullshit artist to recognize a bullshit artist, and I'm one of the best in the business. So trust me when I say, he's full of it. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. Might as well do that now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't. And you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating.
Do you see how little authority he has? He's practically just begging us at this point. She at least takes what she wants. She's inspirational, really. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
What happens if we don't go to the cabin?
Then she finds a way out on her own.
So it sounds to me like she's getting out no matter what we do. And I say, aligning ourselves with somebody like her is clearly the better option. She's going places. Let's make our way to the cabin and demonstrate our value.
No, it's strictly worse.
The opportunist instead of the broken in the tower path would be interesting. When we got to chapter 3 with her, we had the contrarian, I think. But the opportunist would be interesting.
And why is that?
Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong.
It's not going to let me do this, right?
You have already committed to my completion.
Correct.
You continue down the path towards the cabin.
It's a little annoying because there'd be a scene for every chapter 3's exit, but I almost never get to see them.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do.
Of course we do. We've been over it. Find the one in charge and make sure she knows how helpful we are. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense.
Yeah, but the mirror's not going to tell us for another 3 loops.
Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care.
Ooh, reverse psychology. You trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now.
I wouldn't trust that if I were the one making decisions.
Take it however you will.
To the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... That's strange. What's strange? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror.
What do you mean there isn't a mirror? There's a mirror.
plain as day at the end of the hall. Let's be mindful of our position, boys. Without the knife, we lose part of our bargaining power. We should fold and beg for mercy as soon as we see her. I'm sure we have too much self-respect to do something so worm-like, right? We can always at least pretend to have a conversation as equals. We did kill her last time.
And I'm sure she's fine with that.
Yeah, but she sort of let us do that, didn't she? And again, we don't have a blade.
Yeah, I like how there's the Fury, which you'd think would be the angriest princess. But honestly, I think, having looked at them both, I think the Wraith is the angriest princess.
And look at the bright side. At least everybody knows exactly where worms stand in the pecking order. At the bottom, which is the most important part if you think about it, because it gives everybody else something to stand on. The bedrock, if you will. She'll understand the value of that.
Let's pretend there's a mirror. What's behind it?
If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again? No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening. It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror. For all we know, she's going to jump out at us, and there's nothing we can do to stop her.
I am impressed how well this fits as an evolution of both the Nightmare and the Spectre. Like, you don't notice it your first way through how it could fit another brief. But now I'm like, you know what, yeah, actually this does work.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement. Oh, stop being such cowards, all of you.
You're saying that?
We know what we're going to do. We know what's going to happen to us. There's literally nothing to be afraid of.
I don't know, mate.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. Who says being watched is a bad thing? If we haven't done anything wrong, we don't have anything to worry about. I'm sure she knows we're on her side. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Yep.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Hopelessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them.
Oh, good.
You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Great, we're all on the same page then. The important part now is that we let her know that we're completely on board with this.
So she stops breaking our foot?
Are we? She clearly hates us. I'm not sure letting her in is a good idea. Not like this.
The only thing that doesn't make sense in a logical way is that the instant death effect has gone. Although I guess killing her, maybe that gave us confidence? I don't know.
Oh, don't have second thoughts. This has to happen. It's clearly the only way we save our skin and get out of here. Ignore him. Have those second thoughts. Have them now.
Can't I just open the door for you?
Oh, you mean like last time? Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Look, we're even now. You killed me and then I killed you. Water under the bridge, right?
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle. Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
And she's got the heart stab marker because the Spectre has that, but also you give it to the Nightmare in order to turn her into this.
And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess.
Yeah, sure.
Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Look, she's mad at us, I get it, but it's nothing we can't clear up after she possesses our body. Don't worry, I'm what you might call a smooth talker. I'll iron things out. Oh, will you now? With her like that? Good luck with that. Doesn't seem like she's too keen on forgiveness. Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
Yay!
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul.
Very normal.
You're awake. Eyes so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to I know. You rise to your feet. The two of you are being incredibly rude. Hi. Hello. Welcome. I live here, along with him, and... Well, I've never been clear on whether or not he lives here. I don't think this is helping. We should try to keep a low profile. I just want to tell you how great a job you're doing. You're a real go-getter, really seizing destiny by the throat and making it yours. It's the kind of gumption a guy can really admire. That was then. This is now. I'm a big fan of winners, and you're the biggest winner around. I'll have you know that as soon as we wound up back in the woods on this go-around, I suggested that we free you. I'm on your side.
I can literally see your name, your subtitles. You're the voice of the opportunist. That is not a trustworthy title, my guy.
At the end of the day, I just want a job.
Oh.
I figure if he's right and you're going to end the world, there's got to be something else coming after all that. and I want to make sure I have a place helping you run it. I think you should stop talking.
Also, yeah, there was no backstabbing. The stabbing was frontal.
Look, all I'm saying is that whatever comes after is going to be a hefty management task. You don't want to do all that alone, and we are the only people you know. Possibly the only people left alive once you've done whatever it is you're going to do. So you'll have to hire us. We're going to die. No, we're going to do something worse than dying. She's going to torture us out of existence, and it's all going to be your fault.
All I'm doing is reading what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good.
I'm gonna leave the cabin because last time we threw our body into the abyss, and I don't think there's any value in doing that again. Well, it might be interesting to see what the other voices say about it, but I'm gonna... Yeah, okay, let's save this. We'll do that path just to see the voice difference, but then we'll leave the cabin for real.
In a single moment, capillaries burst. Now this is just embarrassing. I would have made sure all of you had cushy jobs on the other side of this, but you're going to make it impossible to patch things up.
I will devour you.
It's now or never, no doubt. Just make it happen. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to...
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you. I thought we already fell forever. Yes, but now we're falling with her. She doesn't get an easy way out this time, just like we didn't get an easy way out last time. I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now?
But you need what happens now. You wanted it.
But I want to know what he thinks happens now.
I don't think you're going to find that out.
Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should be better punch into your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
What's happening to me?
She's gone, and there's that... What is that spot? You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy. Can't even trust ourselves.
Alright, leave the cabin.
You toss the last of your will aside and surrender to the princess.
Woo!
I guess that's that. It's for the best, really. Maybe we'll find our freedom on the other side.
This is all I wanted. If there will be a mercy for you at the end of everything.
Hear that, boys? A mercy. That's the sort of reward you get with me at the helm. Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
We're so close.
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer. If anything, it's getting further away.
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag this body till it is a piece of meat and feathers. I will be free.
please, just let her out.
Yes, let me out.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
You can't describe me into submission. The door is right there.
You cannot describe me into submission.
It really is, isn't it?
I walked to it. I placed your bloody hand on the door. I made you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
It's gone.
Don't worry about all the criticism. You're doing great.
Thank you.
This is it then. The big moment. Finally, we'll get to see what's really out there.
The handle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
The passenger, when taken against your will, witness your enemy's freedom. But as you step outside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear, a rending that cuts all the way down to your soul. You are once again separated from everything that had nestled in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
We're us again. Couldn't have planned it better myself. Everything is gone. Except her. Which means we made it to the end of the world. We survivors.
What is happening to me?
Yoink! But you don't answer her before she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone, and there's that.
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you. But it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy. Can't even trust ourselves.
Approach the mirror. You've withered.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. All of me is changing.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is loneliness turned to seething. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Yeah, loneliness. Rejection. It's basically what we're looking at there.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end.
Right. That looks like all of it. Which makes sense, because I don't think there's anything else we can do with the chapter. We can only go one way or the other. Yeah, the Wraith has 3 achievements to unlock, and we've got them all. That's nice. Now I need another one. Interested in less violent options now, because we're going to need to do a bunch of violent ones for the next run through. So, for example, getting to the grey from the prisoner I can do in the next one. Maybe slaying the wild as well. Although what we could do with the wild is try to stay joined with her if we want. We haven't gotten to the wild from the witch. Perhaps we could do that. How do I do that? don't kill the princess, but refuse to let her leave the cabin, refuse to help her. Right, so previously with the witch we've been walking up with her and then letting the betrayals happen as they happen, but in this case... Yeah, okay.
Don't mention it. It's all... The blade.
No blade.
The door.
What was the witch again? I don't think it matters how we get there, because I think we've done both. Okay, there is a slightly other way. I'm here to save you.
Wait, really?
See what I can do.
Only
Okay.
you make it easier for.
I heard the door slam.
There's a slight.
If I-
She ripped it, or you won't.
Yeah, you get the witch if you slay her immediately now. Or if you, don't resist the narrator when he tries it. Have I... Which one of those have I done? Have I done this one?
Without hesitation, the wound drives her. Okay.
You...
The princess pushes away from you, wounded, but
That one's familiar. Have I done the other option? Save her?
and you cut the blade at her. No. How?
Thank you.
No. Watch. Stop. Your.
Slay?
Thank you.
Haven't
There's
done
no
this.
getting through to you right now, is there?
A betrayal of Will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
I mean... You could be, if we didn't do this.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. It's not enough to stop her. You collapse to the... If we're lucky, can't. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone... Everything goes dark.
And you die. Which...
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
You.
Nope. Alright.
A warning.
You can trust
Intel.
us to get the job done. Yeah, absolutely.
You take the... Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should... The door to the...
Silent.
She must have you confused. Oh, smart.
Sorry about last time. I get the sense you're not happy with me. I died last time, you didn't. I don't trust you. Not enough to free you, definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye!
Very pragmatic. That is why you're in charge.
Hell yeah.
Abandoning me, are you? Fine then. Run. Tuck your tail between your legs and scamper away.
That is the plan.
You might be able to escape me, but you can't escape from what you are and what you've done. If I don't take you, the wilds will.
That is where I'm planning on ending up.
You turn to leave, but as you do, there's a deep, guttural groan, seemingly uttered by the walls themselves, followed by the creak of wood being stretched beyond its limits. The cabin starts to get smaller. What the hell is going on?
Is this where she's actually showing off some witch abilities?
We're getting out of here and saving our skins. That's what's going on. As the roots that make up the walls of the cramped basement attempt to close in around you, instinct kicks in and you bolt upstairs.
We get the achievement. Damn it. Playing it safe. Leave a suspicious character in the basement.
The steps are uneven and lively, creaking as they expand out of the dirt floor, the stairway growing smaller and smaller as you dart up towards the light. You manage to squeeze through the door just as the entrance seals itself shut behind you. The cabin is smaller than it was before, and it's getting even smaller and smaller. That's fine, we'll just leave. I'm sure you'd like to do that. But unfortunately, there is no longer a front door. The roots have already closed over the only possible exit. What little light peeks through the holes that were once windows is growing weaker as the cabin continues to close in on itself. Shit. What do we do? As your mind races for an answer, you hear the princess's voice crackle up the stairs.
Do you hear that, you loathsome thing? Those are the roots of the wild, and they're coming to choke the breath from your lungs and squeeze the life out of you.
Give up and await your death. What about you? They'll crush you just as easily as they'll crush me.
As long as you suffer while you die, I'll gladly suffer with you. Especially if I get to hear it happen.
This doesn't help anyone. I can't believe she'd kill us both just to spite me. See? This is exactly why you were tasked to slay her, and why you shouldn't have left her in the basement. She's an antisocial monster who'll gladly burn the whole world for her satisfaction. The roots grow ever closer. We know. We can see them.
Come on, they're pressing in on me. They're probably pressing in on you too. I'm only assuming that because I can't see you, but it sure sounds like they are.
No, what's the matter? You're scared of thorny roots digging into your neck? Are you scared of suffocating in this dark, dark place alone? Good.
That one made me feel bad inside. I don't want people to think we're scared. Nobody likes someone who's scared of things.
Psh.
I, for one, think this is a perfectly reasonable situation to feel scared in. This place is getting awful tight. You feel something against your back. A thick root pushing its way into the cabin. An unstoppable, unyielding wall of bark. You're running out of time. Shit. What do we do? What do we do?
We're not animals, we're people. We can work this out. We can make things better.
But we are animals. We are. You're nothing but fear and instinct, and that's all I am, too. We don't have to make things better. We can't make things better.
Drama.
We're just meant to chase each other in the dark until one of us catches the other.
You slump to the floor as the roots continue to expand into the cabin. Ugh, we're never going to make something of ourselves with that attitude. At least she isn't going to make something of herself either. At first it's almost gentle, your body being lifted delicately off the ground as the floor shifts beneath you. But the cradle of the growing roots starts to feel suffocating, then unbearably tight, then that tightness gives way to bulging pressure as they begin to constrict. The sound of creaking wood is drowned out by the snaps and pops of your bones, pain flooding your senses as you feel your skin deform, being shaped unnaturally by the living cabin.
The suffering is what you deserve, you hideous creature. Know as you die that you are hated. I hate you, and I'm glad to die horribly if it means you die with me. I wouldn't have it any other way.
The pressure is unfathomable. You can't breathe, your vision swimming with red, your head pounding with trapped blood. And then you pop.
Oh.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yes, I could have guessed that one. The Wild.
We are a path in the woods. We have no beginning, and we have no end. But something cold and unnatural sits watching us from just beyond our edge.
Mm-hmm.
His gaze pushes against our borders, curling them in on themselves.
No, that's all wrong. You're not a path in the woods, you're on a path in the woods. Who's even saying that? That's not the princess, is it? Oh no. How many times have you been here?
God, she is. He is. This is definitely the most infinitely despairing version of him.
I think this is our third? That's bad. That's very, very bad. It was... Let's get our facts straight. What happened?
The thing that sits beyond our edge, he tries to stare with wide pupils at that which can only be held from the corner of the eye, or with a passing...
Shut up!
Why does he want to know?
Well,
I
yeah.
don't mind where we are right now. It's rather nice. I can hear what everyone is thinking.
There's no reason to keep secrets. We tried leaving her in the basement, but she made the cabin come to life, and it crushed both of us into a fine paste. And now we're here, existing.
I like that. The paranoid's happy. Because this one defies paranoia.
And for what it's worth, I'm with him. This is nice.
It was a fitting end. I'm sorry if it hurt, but doesn't this make it all seem so small?
I see. So the cabin ground you into paste, and now you're convinced you're stuck together. What a mess.
He doesn't understand. We aren't convinced of anything.
What is this thing watching us?
I'm not watching you. That's not an answer to our question.
I don't know what he is.
I do want that, but only because it's in your best interests. It's in every...
He wants us to kill each other.
I don't. She's the only one who poses a threat to the world, and
I've had enough of this guy. How do we stop him?
We push back. It may feel like he's everywhere, but presence isn't strength. Otherwise, he would have torn us apart by now. There must be a crack in the walls of this prison. There must be a way for us to be free from him.
she's trying to use you. After everything she's done, you should be able to see that. I may not have been around to witness it, but clearly you remember what happened. How about you try remembering how it all felt?
Sounds like a bad idea.
We can't go back to that. We can't go back to the doubting and the hatred and the schemes. Not after being something as beautiful as this.
Doesn't all that conflict feel so far away right now?
Spoken like, honestly, a real puppet master. Have we considered that maybe she's the one trying to trick us?
Nah.
I'm not.
But there's a feeling, isn't there? That petty feeling she mentioned, it is fuzzy, but it's there. Almost like she still hates us.
Only if we let her.
It feels mutual.
Please, stop. If you pay attention to that feeling, we'll fall apart.
Don't look at it!
She's trying to turn you away from the truth. There's something she doesn't want you to see. I think you already know you have to look at it.
Everyone's pulling in different directions, but that feeling doesn't have a motive, it just exists. Maybe we should look at it.
Bury it now before it's too late.
No, you can't bury that feeling. You can't hide from your past.
The past doesn't have to exist. Our freedom is within us. We just have to find it.
Turn inward and find your freedom. A glimpse of something bigger.
You
Embrace
fall
your transformation.
inward into a network of connections too vast for your mind to occupy. Are you a path in the woods? Are you a body? Can you even grasp the fuzziest edges of the shapes that confine you?
We can change to fill them together.
We don't need to be everywhere at once, just in the right place at the right time. You'd do best to remember that some wounds will never heal. Some rifts can never be mended. Even in rebirth, some things never come back the same.
What is he going on about? What does he know about us?
You aren't whole. You'll never be whole again. This struggle is meaningless. Whatever you think you're doing, you will fall apart.
We don't need to be made whole. All we need to do is find a single corner of his cage and break it.
There is a place you need to be. You just need to find it.
You stretch and search and stretch and search, growing as you decay and decaying as you grow. As you strain beyond your limits, the ground around you becomes dry and unstable and crumbles into nothing beneath you. This place will fall apart before you find its end.
So long as we don't.
This task, whatever it is you think you're doing, is impossible. He wouldn't be trying to discourage us if that were true. That's right, I know a loser when I see one. Call his bluff.
I can hold us together for a little while longer, so long as you trust me.
I trust you. Find the way out.
You won't find anything. If I have to starve you, if I have to sacrifice my world to keep the princess at bay, I'll do it.
Interesting. Does that not defeat the purpose of your entire endeavor? But you do find something. It's cold and smooth and gently buckles, then cracks under the pressure of your consciousness, flattening against it.
Don't move an inch. Don't grow another blade of grass or harvest the remains of another dying creature so you can expand just that much further. Stop all of this. Right now.
I think it's too late for that, mate.
I'm at your side. Shatter it, and free us all.
Shatter the cage.
No, stop!
But his pleas disappear at the sound of breaking glass. For a moment, you and she gaze through the tiniest hole in the world, at the place you need to be. Well, that is actually the walls. Because that's where you go in the Godhood ending.
We found it. I knew it. I knew there was something he was keeping from us. Is that really all it took?
Job well done, team. Just like I'd planned.
Is this what he kept from us? Is this why he made us kill each other?
It's beautiful.
And then it's gone.
Where did it go? Why is everything so cold?
But you never get the chance to answer her. You turn to see her gone behind you. Memory returns. What is she going to be holding?
She's gone.
Where did she go?
And is that a mirror?
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You were at the cabin. That is interesting. That just looks like a tree.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
So I've seen.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
A bunch of yellow bright lights, I think.
This one is like a shadow of me, twisting vines in search of answers. She will make for a curious heart.
Yep, that makes sense.
Do not mourn her. She has found what she yearned for.
All right.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Does have a face. That's a little mouth there.
I will be here.
You're on a path in the woods.
A curious and beautiful heart. Bring the networked wild to her. Yeah. So we still need to do the worst version of this, which is where we stab her, but that'll be what it is. Last run. More to get out of this one. It's non-violent. Could also look at the den, because the last time all we did was fight. Tons to do there. We've also never taken the beast as the beast. We would need to not get swallowed, though I don't think we can get swallowed if we've been to the wild. Maybe. What leads to the den specifically? Okay. I'll try to get the den through the other method. Apparently there's a way to... There's a second voice we can get if we do it a different way. So let's try that.
Don't mention it.
No blade. There are other ways to get here that I didn't do.
I see.
Okay.
Can't trust you.
Thank you.
You'll regret this.
Close the door behind you is what the...
Oh, you coward.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. Do you think we can start over?
No, I don't think we can. Why don't you come closer? I have something to show you.
Let's finish this.
Your eyes dart to the corners of the room. Where is she?
Close the door behind... Yeah, it forces me to do that because we can't currently go to the witch again. So the beast is the only outcome.
You close the door behind you. Almost magically, its locks immediately click into place.
Investigate
Maybe
the
they'll open
arm.
if you finish the job. You step forward to investigate the severed limb. A trail of blood leads from its jagged stump into a dark corner of the basement. And then you hear the quiet patter of feet against the floor, and there's suddenly a weight on your shoulders. The princess tears into you.
I believe the difference between the beast and the witch is not about our intent. Because at first we thought that the witch was specifically focused on betrayal because of the voice of the opportunist. But the difference between the beast and the witch, regardless of... Because there's the path where you leave and come back and go through all this, and there's also the path where you pretend to go ahead with saving her and then kill her anyway. Both of those can lead to both, rather than one being associated with each. And the reason for that is because the difference between the beast and the witch is about your success. And about how well you fight. If you get dominated, then it's the beast. If you stab her successfully, if you fight well, you'll still die, but it will be the witch. Because then it will be a game of betraying each other and being on more even footing, whereas the beast is about being weaker. It's similar to the tower versus the adversary, but the context is different. And therefore the themes are different. Except when she locks you in and leaves you. But that is the witch instead of the beast because it is still based on the idea of betrayal. And she does not, get the better of you physically in that sense. So I can see why that follows to the witch as well.
Her teeth and claws are unnaturally sharp, ripping into your shoulders, digging into your throat.
Oh dear.
You fall to the ground, the princess eagerly tearing at your flesh. Her ferocity overwhelms you, and as the princess rends flesh from bone, your limp fingers lose their grip on the blade. It slips from your hand, your one last means of defense, lying useless beside you in a pool of your cooling blood. I suppose you just lacked the will to fight back.
Sorry.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your heart. You had the upper hand, and now look at you. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path. A warning.
Away we go.
The interior, the blade is...
I believe we need the blade. Main thing we need is to keep dodging rather than fight this time.
You take the blade.
So I don't know that we need the blade, but it might help.
The door to the basement creaks.
Move.
You lunge to the side. In a minute before you can,
You're faster than you were before. But
you whirl around, so she's cut off our.
You don't have to kill each other. What if I helped you? What if we left together?
you cannot reason your way out of this, fledgling.
At least she's upfront about her intentions.
What do you want?
I want to swallow you whole.
Don't ask her what she wants. Is that all the advice you have? She's just a princess. She's coiling for another strike. We're on the back foot. It doesn't matter if it keeps us alive, if it eventually kills us.
Survive.
You spring to a new patch of jungle, barely moving out of the way before the princess surges past you with a speed that makes her practically unseen.
I said to kill you because you're a threat to the world. I'm starting to believe that's true.
Oh, for the love of...
So many useless thoughts.
Stop hiding and show yourself.
If you want to see me, you should get better at seeing.
She knows that her strength lies in shadows and secrets. A tickling sensation. Flee! We can't keep...
Stay alive.
You're a little slower this time. Or maybe she's a little faster. It's like being sideswiped by sandpaper. How is she that fast?
You're bleeding now.
You instinctively touch your side. A costly mistake. We will make it again unless something changes. We need more time. She's cutting off our escape.
Our game is nearing its end.
Why do you want to kill me?
Why does anything kill anything else?
I didn't say I wanted to kill you.
It sounds like she wants to do something even worse. What she wants only matters if she wins, and you're not going to let that happen. She's more tense this time. She means this next blow to be the last. The mere thought of moving again makes your bloodied side ache. We're exhausted. We're still alive.
Again.
Once again, you narrowly avoid the full force of the impact, and once again you are too slow to come away unscathed. You're starting to get tired. You're making mistakes. This isn't working. We have to do something. We have to figure out a plan. Don't plan ahead. Act on the now. All that matters is that we stay alive. We're trying, but we can't keep this up much longer. We have to. We keep up or we die.
You're getting slow.
She seizes the opportunity, lunging once again from the darkness, fangs bared and claws flashing. She attacks over and over and over, and each time she leaves with a little piece of you.
Only a little.
Too tired to think, but we have to think. We have to move. It's too late. Before you get the chance to react, it's over. She makes her last foray from the dark corners of the room, unhinging her dripping maw, her eyes fierce and full of hunger. You do your best to dive out of the way, and you partially succeed.
Partially? Define that.
Partially? Yes, the princess fails to swallow you whole. She only swallows your lower body.
Right, so does that mean that I'm dangling out of her mouth, or does that mean that, there has been a parting of the ways?
That's just as bad. That's worse, even. It's death either way. At least this will be a faster end. You look down to see that the dirt between you is strewn with your intestines, trailing all the way up and disappearing behind her blood-stained teeth. Your legs are nowhere to be seen. You start to go into shock.
I think I can guess where they went.
The princess, bloody saliva dripping from her lips, idly gnaws on what's left of you as you rapidly fade away.
I didn't mean to do that. I still need to devour you. And it doesn't count if you're dead.
Yeah, you buggered that one up, eh?
We're not dead, we're... But you don't have time to protest her premature observation of your death. Because everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the That didn't work. We're going in with a plan this time. We're not getting stuck in another loop, just acting on instinct. We're stuck in a big enough loop as it is. Instinct was keeping us alive, until it wasn't. So what are we supposed to do? Great, so you've been here before. That doesn't bode well. You're not supposed to have been here before. This is supposed to be one and done. So you know more than you're letting on. Yeah, what he said. Of course I do, but believe me, it's in your best interests. The more you know about the princess, the more difficult your task will be. And why is that? Having me explain why would defeat the whole purpose. There are simply some things I'm not allowed to tell you. It's a hard rule. And whose rule is it? Who's telling you to boss us around? We've died twice already, and if you want us to stay alive this time, it's in your best interests to give us an edge. It's my rule, and this conversation is over.
Okay, what's the plan?
She spent as much time as she could in the shadows. So we're gonna draw her out. But she's fast, and she's clever. We're clever too. So this time we're not going to let her cut off our escape. We're going to lead her to the stairs ourselves. It'll be a lot easier to deal with her once we can actually see what she is. But you already know what she is. She's a princess. Yeah, right. A princess we couldn't see, and one that had big, sharp teeth too. How about you stick to describing things and we'll stick to doing our job? Sharp teeth.
What do you know that you're not telling me?
Like I said, I've told you as much as I can without putting you at a disadvantage.
Because I'm at such an advantage here.
If anything, I've told you too much. You've already died by her hands twice. You shouldn't need much in the way of motivation.
Right.
Doesn't seem like she can escape on her own. Maybe not quickly, but it's inevitable that, and she will. Forget I said anything.
Path is different.
You're right. This is different, isn't it? I'm starting to lose track of things myself. Ground is ground. If it looks different, that's because the situation has started to spiral out of everyone's control. So please, disavow yourself of the notion that you can just come back here and fix this place if you manage to make a mess, though, as evidenced by you dying twice, consider this your last opportunity to make things right. Clearly we're not getting anything out of him.
This is actually like my 15th or so. Yeah, The Stranger was chapter 2. This is my 14th run. That's if we count since the new game button. If we count overall, whew, boy. I have been to a lot of paths in the woods.
You make your way down to the cabin. Alright, we've been over the plan. Goad her out of the shadows, make her show herself. And what if she doesn't want to be seen? We'll figure out a way to make it happen.
Can we get a pristine torch?
And if that doesn't make her any easier to fight, it will. It's always easier to fight what you can see, no matter how big or toothy she might be.
It's interesting because the Skeptic and the Stubborn are the two that we have here, based on whether we came at her with a more fight or a more evasive intent in Chapter 2. But the Skeptic and the Stubborn sound incredibly similar. They're probably the two closest voices in terms of the vocal tone that the actor is bringing to them. Which is fair enough, because he has to do like 11 of these things, and he's the same guy for each of them, right? So they've both got the same roughness that he just puts in his voice. So the difference entirely has to be in personality, with the Stubborn generally being a lot more hot-blooded, and the Skeptic being more reserved and slow and methodical. But having them juxtaposed against each other in the same chapter is interesting, because there are, of course, going to be lines that sound like each other, like they'd be delivered in the same way.
The interior is dark and overgrown. The only furniture of note, if you could call it that, is a knotted stump. The blade is your implement. If there's a way forward, that mirror is blocking it off. What are you talking about? There is no mirror. It's just the stump and a narrow tunnel that leads to the basement. He isn't tricking us. Can you feel the wind? It's telling us there's a hole in that wall. Our eyes deceive us. Then either way, we need to investigate. Might as well get started.
Do you take the blade or not? Probably not. Does he stop us or counsel against us?
Yes, take the steel claw. You pull the blade from the stump. Odds are we'll need it. Thanks for not putting us in a bad spot.
Alright, he's in favour. Let's leave it, see what happens.
You really think being unarmed is best? I hope you know what you're doing. But let's not forget that it's up here if things go south.
Yeah, that's kind of it. Sometimes we are allowed to grab it later.
The steel claw makes us sloppy, too confident. We'll be faster without it.
Hunted is in favour of both options, okay.
You step forward, approaching the small hole that leads to the basement. Haven't you been paying attention? We're not hesitating. This supposed hole is blocked by that old mirror. That mirror isn't part of this place. It's seeped through from somewhere else. It, if there even is an it, is a hallucination. It's so grimy. You reach forward and wave your hand over the open hole leading to the basement. See? Nothing. Tricks of the eye. No one sense can be trusted on its own. You step forward into the darkness. If there were once stairs leading into the basement, there is nothing left to attest to their existence now. There is only a long tunnel of packed earth, growing more narrow as you descend. It smells of mold and decay. The damp walls leave streaks of dirt along your body as you're forced to hunch, then finally squat down on all fours in order to continue. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Did we not fall down here last time? Because we had Stubborn with us and we smashed the mirror, and because we had forward momentum, we just plunged.
As you crawl forward on hands and knees, you're met only with the sounds of ambient earth. No voice slinks confidently up the stairs. No entity threatens violence or pleads for safety. Stay quiet. Don't give her a sound.
All right.
You say nothing, maintaining the silence as you carefully make your way down into the basement. The basement is dark and cavernous. Stay on your toes. We take a step into the shadows, and as soon as she moves, we jump back, make her follow. From there, we trap her in the tunnel, draw her out of the cabin, whatever it takes to get her out of her element. then we're safe.
Staying quiet, are we?
She doesn't respond. I assume that means her answer is yes.
Step into the shadows and try to lure her out.
You step into the shadows and are enveloped in total darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, ears pricked, eyes wide despite the inky blackness, waiting for any sign of movement. That's right. Keep steady. Don't let your nerves get the better of you. There, she's about to strike. With the near silence of a determined predator, the princess erupts from the shadows. But you've already started your swift escape.
Is she chained? She didn't appear to be in the beast.
That's stage one. Now stay focused. You dive into the tunnel and begin scrambling up towards the cabin. You hear her behind you, claws raking at the dirt, chains rattling, then snapping, breaths hot and heavy with the effort of the ascent. But the sounds are coming slower now, the breaths pained and stuttering. You no longer sense frantic motion behind you in the tunnel. You risk a glance.
Flight. Successfully flee from a creature in its den.
She is a broad and sickly creature, her withered and emaciated flesh clinging to bones too large to fit in the narrow space.
Oh.
She managed to squirm her way into the tunnel in pursuit, but now she's stuck, incapable of either moving towards you or returning to the open darkness of the basement below.
Well, so long as she doesn't say step bro, we're probably good.
So that's what she's become. She wasn't like this when we started. Was she? No, she wasn't. Looking at her makes me feel sad. Yeah, now that we can see her, she doesn't feel like much of a threat at all.
The beast seemed more threatening.
She paws futilely at the air between you, but her shoulders are pinned in the narrow confines of the opening. She has no hope of reaching you. And she realizes this. Her arm goes limp, flopping to the dirt floor of the tunnel, and her eyes fall from yours, defeated. Her eyes look up at yours, wide, pleading. Come back, you can imagine them saying. Don't leave me here. But you shouldn't listen to the sad eyes of a vanquished enemy. She wants nothing more than to change places with you. If you want us to ignore her, then why would you tell us any of that wide, pleasing eyes begging for mercy business to begin with? All it does is make us feel conflicted. I'm merely describing things as they are. It's not my fault that her eyes had something to say, even if that something was a ploy, which, if I might stress, I pointed out to you. What should we do about her anyway? Can she still end the world like this?
Is that one of her legs at the back of her head?
She hurts. We should help. Now, let's think for a second. Let's reevaluate. Should we help her? Well, I do feel bad looking at her. There's no way to get close without being in reach of those claws. We've come this far, but can we trust a creature that until a few short moments ago fully intended to eat us? What an excellent question with an equally excellent answer.
No!
No! You should not help her. She's clearly just waiting for you to drop your guard. And beyond that, you do well to remember that she poses a threat to reality itself.
God, this guy.
She is stuck, and you abandoned a perfectly usable weapon right behind you. How about you turn around, get the blade, and end this once and for all?
This whole game is like an extended metaphor for your bestie hates your new girlfriend and will not stop being in your ear about it. We'll find the worst possible interpretation of every single bit of conflict the two of you have. Turn back for the... I think showing up with the blade here would be... I think an animal can recognize a sharp implement and be concerned. Let's just approach her without it.
What are you doing? We could all just turn around and be done. What's your game? You and I both know there's no game. He's made a bad choice.
Won't be the first time, won't be the last time.
As you draw near, she readies her claws, raising them to strike. Don't flinch. Show her our resolve.
Offer her your hand.
You reach forward, offering the princess your hand. How ridiculous. She was about to kill you. Do you really think getting stuck in a tunnel for less than a minute has fundamentally changed her?
Yes, she's a victim of her own nature, just like we are.
If all she wanted was to kill us, she'd have kept trying. But she's hesitating, isn't she? Yes, she is. Her eyes shift from faux ferocity to confusion to a gentle sadness. She lowers her claw and places it in your hand. Ugh. Do you think we can pull her out of there?
Like how the Beast and the Witch are both very violent paths, but then you can pull them both out of that, but only by going to chapter 3.
We have to try. It's a bad death being stuck in place.
And what if it doesn't work? What if we can't trust her? We have to trust someone else eventually. It's either him or her, and I know you don't trust him. I don't even trust the rest of you. But that doesn't mean we have to go around pulling bloodthirsty monsters out of perfectly good traps. But we haven't seen what happens if we help her. Doesn't that mean it's worth exploring? I can't argue with that. Alright, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll finally get some answers.
That's true, yeah. She looks more like us like this than she does in all of her human incarnations. Pull her free, hope we don't die.
You tug, but the princess remains stuck. What a shame that the bones of her massive form are too large to fit through the narrow tunnel. Keep pulling. All he has are empty words. He can't undermine us if we don't listen. You are all infuriating to work with.
Yeah.
But fine. You continue to pull on the princess's arm and she starts to budge. She pushes with her back legs, clawing at the earth, a burst of strength aiding your efforts. The dirt and stone start to crumble around her. That's the spirit. Keep going. Yes, quickly, before the whole tunnel comes down on top of us. Yes, wouldn't that be an interesting development? What if the very nature of this tunnel was such that you were incapable of leaving safely with the princess? How devious. Does it collapse? Yes, it does. As you pull the princess free, the tunnel around you does exactly what you thought it might do. It falls apart.
Trapped. No, we have to get out. We have to get out.
I suppose the detail about when the narrator takes control is that the narrator isn't able to affect the world. He isn't able to summon anything. But if he says it happens, and convinces us that it does, then he can. Through the perceptive rules of the actual active agents on the scene. That's why he can lock a door, but that's also why we can overpower anything he does. Everything that he does has to be done carefully.
It's too late to scramble for freedom now, little voice. You didn't think just pulling her out of there would be consequence-free, did you? Well, the ceiling collapses, heavy stones tumbling down on top of you and the princess, and I don't believe it. Let me guess. Everything goes dark, and we die.
No, he seems too disturbed for that. What happened?
No, not yet.
Oh.
You open your eyes to see the princess, her body stretched over yours, her face wincing as she shields you from the heavy rocks and debris. There is space enough for you to move, at least for now. I'll be damned. So there's more to her after all.
The pack is always stronger than the lone hunter. We save her, she saves us. She understands.
Well, you can't keep saving each other forever. Her arms are already starting to give out, and there's a whole mountain of earth on top of her, just waiting to bury you both.
We can always dig. Both of us.
It beats suffocating to death down here in the dark.
Then let's do it.
Dig through the earth together.
You and the princess dig through the loose earth of the collapsed tunnel together. How sweet. But it seems the harder you try to claw your way forward, the denser the path becomes. All of this effort, and for what? A chance to end the world? I hope you fail.
His words are nothing. Pay attention to what you feel and see.
It doesn't matter if you ignore me, because I'm just telling you what's happening, and what's happening is that you and the princess are getting tired, and your mouths are full of dirt, and it's getting harder to breathe.
Harder to breathe is still breathing.
Well, either way, the two of you are miserable.
I don't know. I feel like we're forming a bond with her. Can't be all that bad if we're bonding.
She's not capable of bonding. Need I remind you that as soon as she saw you, she tried to eat you? You are not friends, and as soon as you're out, you'll see just how seriously she values your life.
If you were so sure we were going to fail, you wouldn't sound so desperate. You're just hot air. There's nothing of substance to you at all, is there?
I have plenty of substance. I have feelings and desires. Like my desire to save everyone in the world. I feel that very strongly.
If nothing else, we can at least say that you're very self-reflective.
Do you smell it? Fresh air.
Claw your way to freedom.
With one final massive heave of her body, the princess pushes her way out of the tunnel, leaving you behind in the quickly collapsing space you once shared.
She'll help us.
Yours was an alliance of convenience, just as I predicted. She has left you to die, buried and alone.
You are unbelievably petty.
Oh, my pettiness is nothing compared to yours. You were delighting in my suffering and the damnation of the entire world just moments ago.
She hasn't left. She's coming back. Don't you hear her?
No, she isn't. She's...
How many times do you have to be wrong before you stop talking?
He will go soon.
The princess stares down at you from the opening. Before the tunnel can finish sealing itself, she cranes her elongated neck and gently plucks you from the earth. She carries you across the half-collapsed ruin that was a cabin, carefully setting you down by the door. If there were to be a record, let it show that I tried. I really tried. But there won't be a record, will there?
Open the door and step into the wilds.
You open the door, the two of you stepping out into the fresh air and collapsing together onto the dewy grass of the outside world.
Ha! We're outside, and there's ground beneath our feet. I don't see any oblivion. Admit it. There never was an end of the world coming, was there?
Oh, there is. He does not reply.
Yeah, we got him there, didn't we? I don't think I've ever seen him stunned into silence before.
Can't you feel the hole where he was? He's gone.
Fancy that.
I'm not sure gone is good.
The princess rests her head close to you. Her eyes stare into yours amid the untextured threads of a world unraveled.
Are we free?
They ask.
I'm cold. I don't want to be cold.
But you don't get the opportunity to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave.
She's gone.
Marie returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
The lion and the mouse form an unlikely alliance in a dark den. 7% of players have this one.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Why not?
What is that supposed to mean? Death. Real death. No, that can't be right. I think you know what I am.
You're the one who wanted me to slay the princess. Why?
Because among other things, she is death itself. And despite how far you've fallen, you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
In one of my lives, you doubted yourself. You thought that all of this was wrong.
Oh, did I? That means nothing in the grand scheme of things. This construct you're in contains every possible world at once. The fact that you managed to find one reality among trillions where I was delusional proves nothing.
I see. You said she contains death. What is she?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she...
If you want me to destroy the concept of transformation, how is that existence any better than death? Not even different from death at all. Honestly, it feels worse.
When I broke the cycle, besides...
It's hard to find the ones I haven't clicked on before at this point. If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
Who cares about dying?
You haven't. You flirted with dying. You've played pretend. But your consciousness is an unbroken stream.
And how do you know everybody else doesn't also experience death that way?
They obviously don't. You experience death the way you do by design and by your unique nature.
I think you're wrong. I don't think dying is bad at all. I think you're just making it up as you go.
If you really want to waste valuable time telling me I'm wrong when we both know I'm not, then that's your prerogative.
Can't we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever, and until then, the clock ticks on.
Who made me? What am I?
You're the long quiet.
Yeah, it doesn't really elaborate super hard on that. Haven't decided what I'm going to do yet.
I've said my piece. I'm just an echo.
We're going to do everything. We're going to... Well, not really. We're going to do everything from the cabin. It's stuff we've all done before, but this time with the stranger, I think. I think that's the difference. Not sure how that alters things. It probably won't alter it hugely, except for the image, you know? What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But when the echoes spun us so...
Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions. some neat answers before I can make a choice.
My very nature is paradox, as is, but violence and passion are dances that both of us.
You are devoured. Pray for something bigger than you that stalks and slinks in shadows.
But that's not what happened. We had a pleasant ending.
But we had a dance unfinished, and you had questions in need of answers. And in the cold starlight you found them. Fear reflected in the eyes of that which terrified you. Even the cruelest of monsters are not unworthy of sympathy. Within me, nothing is beyond redemption. Together we dug through hell, and together we found our freedom.
Like how her voice softens as we go for that one. Yeah, definitely no cruelty option there. Thank you for saving us.
The only thanks you need to give is both our freedoms. Leave with me.
A web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves, lain upon a web of nerves. The shade of a beautiful beginning we can never return to. Where did you end and I begin? When you felt what it was to be me, we held on to each other and pierced the veil of truth. Will you abandon that curiosity now that we are no longer joined in physicality?
Curiosity comes second to doing the right thing.
All things are connected through me and through you. To harm me is to harm yourself.
Flesh is a vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine. You did not resist my violence when it overcame you. Did you understand the flesh wasn't you? Or did you choose to gift yourself to someone who thought she hated you? To fear me is to fear losing the flesh. The flesh is not the spirit.
And the spirit sure does linger. Well, we could also do a run to the ending where the first princess was the soft one, because we've actually never seen that in the cabin. That's... I suppose we haven't. I helped you out of fear, and I'm not afraid of you anymore. That is why I resist you now.
And yet there is no reason to resist me beyond fear and delusion. If you aren't afraid of me, why would you resist me? Why would you force the rest of the world to resist me too?
Considering the plan is to do all three cabin options, I can't really come out with a consistent point of view here.
A picture of a life, and a picture of a life, and a picture of a life. How deep must repetition still our movements, until even the air we breathe is stale? You doused the flames of false devotion, and in my despair you lifted my chin, and the two of us danced beneath the stars. But the stars can't be seen unless the flames go out and the walls come crashing down. Can you not do for all things what you did for us?
I'd never want to hold the world still, but is suffering the only alternative?
There is no suffering but the lies we tell ourselves. The only real suffering would be a world without my mercy.
As the clash between you abates, the princess relaxes, smiling from a distance. The respite is welcome.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists. There is no constant. Open your eyes.
We don't get the stranger? I can't kill you, but I won't let you free.
There is no something else.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Thought you died whenever you... I thought voices weren't allowed here.
Apparently that's not true, but we can worry about it later. She's too many things all at once out here. There's still a piece of me.
It's time.
She's relentless, isn't she?
All right.
I'm going to take that as a yes. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Strange beginnings beget strange endings. 17% of players have done a run with the Stranger as the first vessel. We are definitely at the right cabin.
Do you need me to describe things? That'd be nice.
Hey!
A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Oh, you made it here too? We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean. No hard feelings about taunting us with our deaths, by the way. I thought it was funny. Not sure about the others, though. They're not happy. Oh, they'll get over it.
Yeah, you can do describing, both of you.
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places.
All right, it is different. I don't know why I was skipping over that, because, yeah, that is the different part.
And here we are. Oh, we know there. Yeah, the interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he? I always thought they were implied. He never mentioned the mirror either, but that didn't mean he implied it was there. It's gone, though. I think it did whatever it needed to do. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Is it just the three of us?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
Thanks, man. Don't know how to feel about him being gone.
Yeah, it's complicated. It's not complicated at all. I miss him. I feel bad that he's gone.
Nice of you. Right. 2 choices with the blade and then 1/3 ending without. So, let's do that first, so we only have to reload here once.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. If that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point. Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Yeah, she split into 5.
Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time. We don't know what you want from us. But let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together. And forward we go.
Yeah.
We shouldn't keep her waiting. That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script. Are we missing a page?
I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you at least. Sorry for what I did to you.
That's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. A conversation with us then probably wouldn't have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
Which one are you? You look like you did the first time we met. Is this the real you?
It's so tempting to speak as she would, to simply state that we're all of them, but there were also something new. We don't know if you'll find that answer satisfying. Perhaps you'd rather hear that we're the first version of her that you've met, but that we've been shaped by the experiences of all of the others. Yes, that feels right to us.
It's her. It wouldn't make sense if she was anyone else.
What was your name?
We're just a stranger. But that doesn't mean we have to be distant from you. It just means that we'll always be able to find new things to discover in each other.
That's sweet. But it's also a little sad. I think it's only sad if we want it to be sad.
It's good to see you again.
It is, for all of us. We've seen so many threads of stories told between us, but this moment is unexpected. Even when we've seen it all, you still managed to surprise us.
None of this was ever really fair for either of us, was it?
Is it unfair if it's our fault?
Was it not? We found you at the end of all things, and you found us. Is that not fair? Would this moment be what it is without the pain that built to it? We know we must sound like her, but it's how we feel. Everything that happened to us seems so important now. We walked a long and winding path together, and we've cherished every second of it.
Besides, I don't think fairness has much to do with anything.
Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah, we really are the same.
What do you think of her? What she wanted us to be?
We don't know. We've seen through so many eyes, but all of them have been hers. We like you as you are. We like us as we are. Maybe we would have liked her version of us too, turning the wheel of a cosmic cycle together. But that's not the choice you made, even though she did everything in her power to convince you. It took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. We find that courage beautiful.
But that's the worst part of us. That's me she's talking about.
There are definitely worse parts. Took courage for you to make your way down here, away from the paths others would have had you walk. Yeah, that's him. Damn, that is well written.
I think that's the point. There is no worst part of us.
Nah, there is. There's some pretty shit voices. Not many. Opportunist and Smitten, I would say, are like kind of inarguably not great people. The others are all better. I don't want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
But that's what you've always been, even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are, and neither can we. So, you might as well embrace it.
Is the plural pronouns here, is that like a royal we, or is it because you've got 3 heads? What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore, it's the spirit of the thing.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you?
Voice of the Cold I would describe not as a good person, but not as necessarily a bad person either. Low empathy, definitely, but I don't think... I think in the removal of empathy, sure, but there's also a removal of malice. He's capable of doing not great things, but I don't think he's particularly inclined to do them. Unless put in a position where it is a necessary thing to achieve a necessary goal.
Is that what you want?
Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We knew everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
It was an interesting 5 that we picked. By accident, if nothing else. We picked the multiplicative version of her. We picked the direct admonishment of the narrator's ideal version. We picked 2 versions in which we joined together, one through conflict and misery, and the other through avoidance and fear. And then in our last one, while we didn't join together in the literal sense, we instead did a practical sense. So this is probably the canon ending for that particular set of circumstances. I will do the other 2 because I've got to get them unlocked, but yeah.
I think I'm going to stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the 2 of you. Yeah, I think we've done our job.
You 2 going to be okay alone? Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it. Thanks for making all the hard choices along the way.
Hands clasped together, you and the princess leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You feel their hand tremble in yours. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this. Yet they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside, pulling you excitedly with them.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door. Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Are you ready?
It's hard to tell with so many voices talking at once, but we're more ready than we're not.
No achievement for that specifically, but there would have been a gallery update, I believe. Yeah. Now take the blade.
So you're not going to suggest we throw it out the window?
We skipped a line from him there.
That's probably for the best. It's always seems to give us more things we can do, right? So you're not going to suggest we throw it out the window? No, we've been through too much for that. And he's gone, so there's no one left to mess with but ourselves.
Ha!
You've gotten serious. Besides, what's the third beat? It isn't funny if I suggest that twice, especially since you never took me up on it last time. There's the guy I know.
We can still do it? If we do that, then we won't be able to get the ending we want. But let's...
You actually did it! I know I just told you not to, but I'm proud that you did it anyways. It's like you've finally left the nest.
I think we just stabbed one of her in the shoulder.
Yeah, just like that it's gone, isn't it? Blade tossed, glass shattered. I guess we'll have to make do without it. There's your third beat. Hey! You're right. Good work. That was really funny.
Alright. None of that.
Those winding stairs again. And forward we go. That was easy. Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So, you brought the knife. After everything you've seen, and all the lives we've lived together, you still aren't sure what you want to do? Unless you are. We just hope you're sure of yourself, one way or the other.
We'll sit with them.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. That's probably why we are taken away.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Hard agree.
But that's what you've always been. Even now. So, you might as well embrace it.
The one time you actually hit the princess, we hit her. We hit her by throwing it at the apotheosis.
Yes, we think.
Right in the eye.
We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
Can't skip any of these even though a lot of the lines are the same, probably because the knife version is considered different.
That's kind of like us, isn't it? Yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Maybe this doesn't have to end just yet. Maybe there never even has to be an ending. The way it all works seems to be based on you. If you believe we can do something, then we can do it. So believe that we can put it all back. Believe we can fix the Echo's construct and make us all forget. Believe we can send us all back to the beginning, before anyone woke up, before the truth consumed us.
Can they really do that? Are you sure that's what you want? Why wouldn't it be what we want, especially if it brings him back? We can't keep going without a nemesis.
Hmm. We'll find ourselves back here eventually.
And when we do, we can choose to do it all again. We'll always be able to start over, if that's what all of us want.
It's a shame that the game does end. Like, I get why it's necessary, but it would be funny if we were able to just, like, keep going and going without doing new game by doing this ending, and then eventually get, like, 15 cycles and then end it, and then be some sort of acknowledgement as to how many times you did it before you finally chose something else. Because, it starts again, but then as soon as you say a line of dialogue, it goes to credits, and then you have to start a new game to actually start again. It's only a pretend restart. How do we know we haven't done it before?
Maybe we have. Maybe we haven't. We can't know something like that. But we're choosing to do it now. And maybe we'll just keep doing it again and again, forever. It's almost comforting to know we can keep meeting each other over and over again.
How do you know things won't end worse?
That's okay. We have to be able to trust that whatever choices we make, they're the right choices. Maybe we'll continue the loop of forgetting and restarting forever. Or maybe we'll decide, at some point, that it's time for things to end.
But how can we trust ourselves?
When we first met each other in the long quiet, there was something inside of us. Something we couldn't recognize or understand. And we can't say we fully understand it now. A warmth when we look at you, the kind you don't realize you're missing until it's come back. Every time we hurt each other, every time something awful happened, it was still there, undercutting the pain on the surface with a constant, soothing glow. That warmth is never going to go away, and that's why we believe in you.
No other way?
Our options are limited to what that knife offers us. Either we use it to put things back, or you kill us. We're sure you can figure out which one we'd prefer.
I like the idea of doing that, and then the next time we come to this moment, we leave the knife, and that's what allows you to get out without it being violent.
But we don't want to influence you. We're sure you'll do what you think is best. If it's time for it to be over, it's time for it to be over. As much as we might want a few more precious lifetimes with you.
Would resetting it do anything to help them?
If you believe we can give them more time, then we can give them more time. It's all up to you.
Yeah. Don't underestimate the power of our thoughts. You've seen what they can do.
That is a point.
You haven't even seen the half of it.
This isn't fair.
You'll be back here again, sooner than you think. And then we'll part ways again, and find each other, and part ways, and find each other. It's like we're never really alone. Because even the time we spend apart is time spent chasing these moments of reunion. And they're all the sweeter for the isolation in between, don't you think?
Yeah, but could we recreate it without Wankface coming in and making everything all violent and horrible?
That's beautiful.
Oh.
You've really grown a heart, haven't you?
Oh, he always had one. I don't want to forget you.
We don't want to forget you either, but that's what we would have to do.
A single tear forms in one eye and slides down their cheek. Sorry, couldn't help myself.
We don't think we ever really forget, anyway. There's always something that draws us back together. Some buried memory that both of us treasure.
Take it all back, and I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god?
There's no turning back now. You came down here with the knife, which means the knife has to get used, or there wouldn't have been any meaning to taking it. And this place is all about meaning. But if that's what you want, you can always hope that the next you will want that too. But there's only one way to give him that choice.
Yeah. We're already here, and we've already brought the blade, and nobody wanted to throw it out the window. We can't just go back now. One way or another, we'll have to see this through. There's your third beat. Hey, you're right. There it is. Can't say it's very funny, though.
Sorry.
There's no need to apologize. We are what we are, and this is in your nature. Even through everything, through all the worlds we've seen and experienced, through all the lives we've known and lost, we could never imagine a world without you and us. It doesn't feel possible. Despite it all, we've always loved you. We hope you don't regret what comes next.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left of her is small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. The tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carried a part of what should be you. Things won't be now as they were then, but they aren't nothing either.
She's gone.
No, she's not.
Then we did what we set out to do. Come on, let's get going. We don't need to linger down here anymore. That's right. We've got a whole world to see.
Leaves the basement, stairs, and then you leave the cabin itself.
It's quiet here. Yeah, there's not a lot for us to do, is there?
The path and the woods outside are an empty canvas, but there is even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labour, a world free from death. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
Come on now. It shouldn't be that hard to break out of here. We're some sort of god, aren't we? He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives way. And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will, and by a long and arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
We never left. We've just been quiet, hiding somewhere else. But we don't need to be quiet any longer. You should never make assumptions about things you don't know, like whether or not the voices in your head will be gone for good. Torturer, and to think I thought we could rely on you. Can't even trust ourselves.
So the reason why they're angry with me, I didn't really point it out, because it's kind of a very small thing. But at the end of each loop, when you approach the mirror, the voices are scared of the mirror, and you have the choice between saying nice things to them or being cold. And because they disappear right after that moment, there isn't a lot of sitting with it, a lot of through line. And as far as I can tell, because the voices don't come back in any other ending, or at least any other ending I've seen, except for this one, there isn't any follow-through of that. And the last time we did this, I hadn't said any mean things. So everything was nice. But apparently there's an achievement. Or rather, there's 2 achievements depending on whether or not you are nice to them before you get this ending. So I figured I should grab that one too. Which I didn't mention. So yeah, they're all quite mad at me. Because as we finished loops this time around, I was being less kind to them as we approached the mirror.
You all need to lighten up. Telling us we were going to die was funny.
Yeah, there we go. Contrarian's good with me.
I'm not sure they agree with you. Voices get around. Knives out, boys. It's time to get to work.
Oh dear. No smitten. In fact, there weren't a lot of voices, to be honest. Yeah, so that one is called A New and Unending Dawn, and Everyone Hates You. Slay the princess and make some enemies along the way. Not to be confused with A New and Unending Dawn, Slay the Princess, which has a 29% completion rate. This version has a 9.4, because most people aren't dicks to the voices in their heads, and nor would I have been. I didn't know that that was there until I double-checked what was left and found out that it was. But yes, there was no smitten, because the only time we had smitten, he was ripped out of us, basically. So we had Contrarian, Skeptic, Paranoid, Opportunist, Hunted. That's it. Never found cold, never kept smitten, never found cheated. We never found stubborn, we never found broken. I imagine we would have him. If we brought him back, I imagine we would have him. Alright, I believe in us.
Okay. If this is your choice, then I have your back. I guess I'll see you on the other side.
This way, the next time I go around, my voices can forget what I said to them, and then we can have a nicer time.
Speak for yourself. Maybe I'll see you too. Maybe I won't. They take the blade from our hand and stare fondly into our eyes.
This ending is sponsored by Nike. Just do it.
Everything is going to be okay. We love you.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Turn around and leave. There we go. That's the stranger version. This just leaves us with the dark and evil cruelty ending in terms of memories to gather. Gwambush did point out, though, that we have never seen the soft princess here. I mean, we could probably arrange that in the same path. All we need to do is do something like the damsel first, because you can get a violence ending out of the damsel. We've already done it. If we just repeat that, which isn't, you know, super ideal because it won't give us an achievement for redoing something, but we can get it either by deconstructing her completely or by doing the grey. Maybe we could do it through this one again as well. I'll double check that, because that might... Because then the ending... We could have the option of doing the cruel dialogue choices. We could also skip them and go to the cabin and see what the princess sounds like. That way we don't have to go build up to the ending one more time before we start sifting through all of these in a more direct manner. But anyway, that'll do for today. Fare thee well, everybody. I should be back on Tuesday, but like I said, the next week or two might be a little light on stream time. It might be fine. I might still stream every day. It's just like I can't promise the timing will be great. But things will settle after that. Anyway, fare thee well.